Hey guys, this is my first video, um, and if you guys didn't know, I'm a big UFC fan. So, and today is Saturday, November 28th, and the UFC Fight Night happened this morning in Seoul, South Korea. So, um, Benson Henderson defeated Jorge Masvidal, but I wanted Jorge Masvidal to beat Benson Henderson. Fortunately, it's not what happened, but it's over now. So, um, and Dong Yun Kim beat Dominic Waters. I wanted Dom Waters to win. Two fights that I wanted, the guy that I wanted to win lost, but oh well, Okay, so I want to talk about the UFC Fight Pass card for Thursday, December 10th. Because I would like to get some predictions on this. And I will do an update, I think. Maybe I will. I don't know if there's an injury or something. But, okay, let's get to it. First fight, it says Kylan Curran versus Emily Kagan. But I predict that, Kylan Curran, I predict she'll beat Emily Kagan. She's the younger fighter. She's at least 10 years younger. I believe she will be the stronger fighter. I think she will get her first UFC victory. She was winning her last two fights, but got caught in round 3 both times. One by knockout, one by submission. And I think she'll get her first UFC W. Second is Zubaira Tukhugov versus Filipinova. I'm going to predict Zubaira Tukhugov to win. I think he's going to be probably a stronger fighter, Filipinova did win his last fight. His last fight was in the Philippines, and it was his first fight back to the UFC. I think that it wasn't all that impressive, against Yoy Chul Nam. Yoy Chul Nam almost had him. I thought Yoy Chul Nam could have got the edge in that fight and won, but the judges said Philippe won. So I think I'm actually going to say Zubaira Tukhugov is going to get the W in this one. Next, Michael Graves versus Danny Roberts. I picked Michael Graves to win. I don't know who Danny Roberts is. Doesn't mean he can't win, but I picked Graves to win. He was dominant in his last fight with Vicente Luque, and I'm going to say that Michael Graves is going to have another dominant victory on December 10th. So, fourth fight, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Andreas Stahl. I'm going to pick Santiago Ponzinibbio to win. I think he will fight the way he fought with, who did he beat? Oh, Sean Strickland, that's who it was. I feel like he will fight that fight, fight that kind of fight, and I feel like he will beat Andreas Stahl. I'm not really Andreas Stahl's lost one fight, and that was to Gilbert Burns, and I don't see him getting a victory over Santiago Ponzinibbio. So, next fight, Aljamain Sterling versus Johnny Eduardo. I'm so picking Aljamain Sterling to destroy this guy, if you saw the interview with Aljamain Sterling and John Anik on UFC Ultimate Insider, Aljamain Sterling said he's the bantamweight division needs a new contender, and that guy's him, and I totally agree. Feel like he will be a dominant fighter. I feel like he will win the fight. It'll be a terrible night for Johnny Eduardo, in my eyes. Next fight, Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Kevin Casey. You know what? This is a tough fight because, I don't know. I'm actually going to go with Kevin Casey on this one. I think Kevin Casey will fight the way he did in his last two fights against Bubba Bush and Ildemar Alcantara. I think he will be aggressive on Antonio Carlos Jr. I think he will get the W. Then Omari Akhmedov versus Sergio Moraes. It was supposed to be Sergio Moraes filled in for Lehman Good. Lehman Good was out due to injury, so Sergio Moraes steps in. And I feel like I'm actually going to go with Sergio Moraes. I think he will catch Omari Akhmedov in a submission. I think that Moraes, he caught Neil Magny in a submission very easily. And Neil Magny he's one of the top contenders in the UFC's welterweight division right now. So I'm going to go Sergio Moraes. And then the last fight, or they could call it the featured bout on the prelims, is Tim Means versus John Howard. I'm going to go with, this is tough. This is a tough bout. I didn't realize that to pick. Man. I'm actually going to go with John Howard. I think John Howard, even though he's a lot shorter, I think he will be a stronger fighter. I think he'll maybe a better wrestler. I think he might be a wrestler. I can't remember exactly, but I think he will be able to wrestle Tim Means, and I feel like he will be able to get a second win in a row like he beat Katal Pendred. So I think this will be a nice win for John Howard. All right, main card, the 4-fight main card at 10 p.m. We kick things off with Elias Theodorou versus Thiago Santos. I think that Elias Theodorou will get the victory. I think he's going to be a stronger fighter than Thiago Santos. He beat Roger Narvaez, and he beat, I think it was Sheldon Westcott is who he beat also. I think he may have beat someone else. It's hard to remember exactly. But no matter what, I think he still will win. And I don't see Thiago Santos winning. I think this is an easy fight for Elias. I think he's going to get the win. All right, this one excites me right here. The next one, Sage Northcutt versus Cody Pfister. I think Sage Northcutt will get the victory early like he did with Francisco Trevino. He just destroyed, outclassed, whatever you're going to... Like, Francisco Trevino did not deserve to be in that octagon with him. Like, he just got manhandled in 57 seconds by Sage Northcutt. I don't even think Francisco landed anything. He didn't have a chance to do anything. It was all Sage Northcutt in that 57 seconds. I see him doing the same thing to Cody Pfister. That's going to be exciting. Well, Cody Pfister is 25 and Trevino was 33, but I don't know if age matters. Co-main event, Jim Miller versus Michael Chiesa. Computer turned off on me for a minute. That happens. Hold on. Sorry about that. I think that this is tough. I'm actually gonna have to go with Jim Miller. I think Jim Miller he's a top 10. He was a ranked fighter for such a long time, and Michael Chiesa was never really a ranked fighter. So I don't think Michael Chiesa has the edge to beat Jim Miller. I think Jim will be able to beat him. And Jim Miller absolutely pretty much destroyed Joe Lozon. And Joe Lozon destroyed Michael Chiesa. So, I would say Jim Miller is going to be the winner in this fight. Last but not least, the main event, Rose Namajunas versus Paige VanZant. Oh, this is a tough one. I think Paige VanZant will win the fight. I think she's going to be more, she's has so much hype behind her. And I think getting this victory will I think she's hyped up to get this victory. And I think with a win over Rose, I think she's going to almost be, go one step closer to the title, one step closer. All right, so that's it for the UFC Fight Night Namajunas versus VanZant predictions for Thursday, December 10th. I know it's only Saturday, the 28th of November, but, just felt like doing it now, and, we'll see what happens when it happens, and then later I'll do more of the Mendes versus McGregor and, Mendes versus Edgar, and then Aldo versus McGregor predictions, and that will be coming up, I guess. So, and also today, not really tonight, but Alabama is going to be playing Auburn, and my dad's a big Alabama fan, so, I like watching Alabama football also, but I still like MMA better, if I always have. My cousin goes to Auburn, and he wants Auburn to win. I want Alabama to win. So, you know, um, it's going to be a big rivalry. Cannot wait. I have to go to church. I do have to go to church. Come on. Sorry for me to spit this out sometimes. Church is at 5, so, I'm going to have to miss part of the Iron Bowl. But, I also know Ole Miss and Mississippi State are playing today for the Egg Bowl. So, all right. So, that's going to be it for today. And see you again soon. And bye.